Okay, I need to make sure all of my clients not only know what to do to move properly, but why it's important. Okay, once they figure out why it's important, it starts to trickle over into their everyday life, whether it's picking up a box to put it in your trunk or sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. We're doing it with the right posture. We've got ourselves reinforcing the behavior that we're learning in the gym.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The ECHL season is here, and ECHL TV is your ticket to all the action. With streaming to your PC, phone, tablet, and now Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on PC with Quad View. Watch live or on demand with both home and away commentary. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. Visit ECHL.tv to subscribe.
Thank you, Hockey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hockey. Thank you for teaching me about teamwork
And hard work.
Thank you for the mornings on the lake.
And the nights in the rink.
Thank you for today.
And for what it's gonna give me tomorrow.
Thank you for being a sport that helps me with other sports.
What you gave me started on the ice.
But it doesn't stop there.
Thank you. Thank you for this. And thank you for that.
Thank you, Hockey. Thank you, Hockey.
Thank you for seeing me.
The real me. Not my size.
Or age.
Not my race or gender.
Not the things that hold me back, but the real me. The person I want to be. The person I can be.
Thank you for the confidence you give me.
Thank you for giving me a community. For giving my family something to share. Something we're all a part of.
And making me more than a player. Thank you for making me strong. And brave.
And proud.
Thank you, Hockey, for being more than a game.
Ever wish there was a place we could get great rates and all the financial services we need without all these fees and hassles?
There is. Community first. And they're local, so all the decisions are made right here.
Ever wish we hadn't bought that baby lion at the flea market?
Now, lock in Community First Best CD rates with as little as $500 and no account fees. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org.
Bad lion!
Love where you bank.
In the interest of your safety, please be aware that pucks, hockey sticks, and other objects may fly into the spectator area and can be dangerous and can cause serious injury. Be alert at all times when you are in the spectator area. Please inform children in your care of these risks. If you do not want the risk of your current seat location, please advise an usher and you will be reseated in a more protected area.
Ray! Dad! He must have 1,000 questions.
Where's Ray?
Something inside me is awake. And I need help.
We are the spark that'll light the fire. We'll burn the First Order down.
I was raised to fight. For the first time, I had something to fight for. Rated PG-13.
Fans, make sure to come out this Saturday for our first ever Star Wars night. For tickets and more information, visit JacksIcemen.com.
10, or a garbage bag full, bring teddy bears. Lots of them. 1 is fine, 10 is great. Bring teddy bears. In addition, there's going to be an auction to take home a Jacksonville Icemen sweater. So make sure you do that. All the Jacksonville Icemen players, game-worn sweater. So make sure you are on hand for that. If you want to wear a Jacksonville Icemen sweater, this is the game to go to. There will be an auction during the game or maybe just after the game, so make sure you are on board for that. Also discounted tickets for Star Wars night. So if you want some discounted tickets, I suggest you get them in advance, especially if you have specific areas where you want to be. Go to jacksicemen.com/Star Wars. As we look at some of the highlights from the first period, you look at Kirker's goal right there, but it is all Jacksonville from there. That feed from Scott Savage to Alex Goulet was a thing of beauty. That tied the game at 1 power play goal for Goulet, and it just kept on going from there. There's Critchlow with a goal on the rebound. Got just enough to get it by Williams. Next on the board, Tanner Everly. Look at this snipe from the right faceoff dot. Phenomenal shot from Tanner Everly. Snapping it top shelf, short side. Beat him on the glove side. Then it was Chris Dines. Just a soft toss. One bounce over the leg, under the blocker of Williams. Somehow it made its way over the goal line and into the net. Those are your goals. Just saw the highlights on ECHL.tv. 4-1 Jacksonville. There are 5 other games around the ECHL tonight. One of them involving South Division teams, and it is a doozy. The top 2 teams in the South are battling each other tonight. The Florida Everblades hosting the South Carolina Stingrays. Florida has the most points in the entire ECHL at 18-2-3, and this game is in Estero, Florida, but it's South Carolina who is taking it to the Everblades right now. The Stingrays leading 2-0 early in the second period of play. Both of their goals were in the first period of that contest. So South Carolina trying to pull within 5 points of the Everblades in the standings. South Carolina at 14-4-4 on the season. Both teams are back out onto the ice. Jacksonville will now be skating from my left to my right. Manchester will keep Brandon Comm in the net. Charles Williams got the start. The league's leading goaltender came in with a goals against average of 1.98, a save percentage of 93.6%, but tonight that meant absolutely nothing. He was torched for 4 goals in 10 minutes and 21 seconds tonight. I'm not sure if Brandon Comm had more than maybe 1 save for the final 9 minutes and change of that period. So Jacksonville with the 3-goal lead, but I promise you, they want more pressure. They do not want to sit back.
All right, Iceman fans, it's time.
They want to be able to keep the pressure on, try and step on their throat, figuratively speaking. It is a power play for Jacksonville to start the second period as well, so here for the Icemen to increase for the minute 15. Justin Augusta is in the box for Manchester. Puck is down. Manchester wins the draw. So they will kill some time to start this power play for Jacksonville. Clearing end to end, Colton Saucerman. Jacksonville gets it from there. Chris Dines with a man right on his tail. That is Cameron Easy forcing Dines to play it back into his own zone for Cam Critchlow. Critchlow gains the red line, then the blue. Skates into the zone, beats a man into the left wing corner, plays it around the wall to the right point for Chris Dines. Dines leaving it for Eberle, who lets it go behind the net for Critchlow. That was a nice dummy play by Dines. Pass goes to Elgin Pierce, but it jumps over his stick all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. 35 seconds to go on this power play. Line change here for the Icemen. Jimmy Lodge out there now with Everett Clark and Elgin Pierce. More time ticking off the clock here. Lodge, right to left pass for Goulet over the red line, then the blue, feeds it for Clark at the right wing circle to the blue line. Savage just loses it now, and it's Manchester shorthanded. Lynch, partial breakaway, looks for the backhand pass, tipped away by Savage at the last possible second. What a great defensive effort there by Scott Savage. Power play time just about up as Jimmy Lodge takes it over the blue line. Goes wide on them cheeks. Centering pass. Goulet couldn't quite get there. Held in by Everett Clark. His pass to Mingo, however, goes out to center ice. Mingo gives it to Lodge, then over the blue line for Clark. Clark beats Nemchik, cuts towards the net. Forehand save is made by Com. Rebound played around the wall at the blue line. It is held in. Lodge at the left wing corner. On his forehand side. Feeds it to the blue line for Mingo. Left circle. It's Goulet with a shot. It went off the pipe and out of play. Faceoff will be in the Manchester zone. Goulet looking for his second one-timer of the night from the right faceoff circle. Caught the outside of the post that time. Faceoff will be to Com's left side. Guess they ruled that Com got a piece of it, maybe with a shaft of his stick, possibly. Didn't look like he got any of it. Team skating back at 5 aside. Ryan Graham taking this draw for the Icemen. Haven't seen too much of him yet tonight. Tyson Fawcett at one wing. Garrett Hunt the opposite wing. Manchester wins the draw. They skate out immediately. Going around a man to the forehand side. Loose in the slot, poked away by Jacksonville. Garrett Hunt skates out 2-on-2 the other way with Graham. Graham over the blue line, right wing side. He'll have to track it down into the corner. Takes a hit from Wizominski as the Monarchs get control of the puck. It's Matt Schmaltz for Wizominski. Lead pass knocked ahead for Schmaltz over the blue line. Tries to beat Jake. Gets it behind the net. Loses it now. And it's Ryan Graham trying to poke it ahead. Stolen by the Monarchs. Backhander towards goal is blocked. That was off the stick of Alex Privatera, or excuse me, Matt Leitner. Leitner got that backhander away, but it was blocked. Monarchs get it back at the blue line. They are able to hold it in. Wizominski at the left point. Plays it around the wall. It goes off the back of the net. Manchester with some pressure here. Cameronisi on his backhand. Playing it to the blue line. Shot towards goal. Save is made. Rebound and a backhander. Went right underneath Lotz and stayed out of the net. Somehow it stays out of the net and it stays 4-1 as Jacksonville gets it up to center ice and they will clear in and gladly take a line change there. Lotz had nothing but the paddle of his stick trying to block that goal mouth. Manchester took it right underneath him and somehow it went wide of the net. So the Icemen catch a bit of a break there as now skate 3-on-2. Odd man rush for Jacksonville, but a mishandled pass. They have to track it down at center ice. Chris Dines plays it into the zone instead, and a crazy bounce. DiGiacinto scores! What a fluke goal for Jacksonville, but Cristiano DiGiacinto will gladly take it. His first of the season makes it 5-1 Icemen. A clear in behind the Manchester net. It took a crazy bounce off the kick plate right into the high crease, and DiGiacinto slips a backhander underneath Com and makes this a 5-1 game. 3:17 the time of this goal. And Jacksonville is catching the breaks tonight. I'll tell you what though, they don't need the breaks to be ahead in this game. Sure, they've gotten a couple of goals that maybe they shouldn't have, but they are heavily outplaying Manchester. There is no denying that. Cristiano DiGiacinto, his first goal as a pro.
Assisted by number 14, Jimmy Lodge.
Jimmy Lodge gets the only assist on his clear in from center ice. But it went off one of the bad angles on the kick plate, right about where the trapezoid is, I'm guessing, in that neighborhood. I don't know what it hit, but it caromed right back out in front of the goal mouth. Com had skated behind the net, waiting to play the puck, but the puck never came to him. Was not his fault at all. On this stoppage in play, there's going to be a draw in Jacksonville territory. Tanner Eberle will take it. Opposing him looks to be Sam Kirker. It's Lynch, pardon me, Lynch with the draw, and the Monarchs have it. Dines plays the body. Jacksonville now leads 5-1 though, and Jacksonville now gets a steal. It's Eberle through center ice with Goulet. Onside, over the blue line is Eberle with speed, takes it into the corner, tries to center, but it's held up there by Watson. And a steal here from Manchester. They will take control of the puck. Colomatis moves it to center, but no further. Delayed offside now will be called. And offside. Blowing the whistle there is linesman Logan Belgraf. Logan Belgraf and Christopher Williams have been the linesmen for every home game for Jacksonville thus far. No different tonight. By the way, going back to that first goal from Manchester, looking at the replay, no doubt about it, that was Sam Kirker's goal for Manchester at the 48-second mark. Watson would get an assist on the play, but he had the rebound of that shot. As the Monarchs get the puck at center ice, Buckles plays it behind the Jacksonville net. The Icemen play it around the wall, immediately out, and it's Fawcett with it with numbers. Odd man rush, the linesman got in the way, but it's still 2-on-1. Mingo for Clark. What a save by Com. Clark had about 3/4 of the net, but Clark put it to the opposite post, and Com was able to make the save. Otherwise, it would have been a 6-1 lead. Mingo fed him perfectly, but Clark could not put it on, or at least in the open half of the goal. Com was able to make a great save there, keeping it at 5-1 Jacksonville. Icemen back through center ice. Garrett Hunt leaves it for Clark. He'll forehand into the zone. He'll give chase as well. Agard plays it off the back wall. Looking to move it around the boards. Held up there by Jacksonville. Lodge pries it loose. Lodge looks to get an open man. It's tapped away by Manchester and cleared just to the blue line of Jacksonville, though, no further. Harrison will backhand back into the Manchester end. Looking for the steal is Cam Critchlow on Colton Saucerman. Monarchs have it. Lead pass ahead. Controlling there. Over the blue line. Tripped up on the play. Penalty call. It's going to be on Jacksonville. Penalty call against Jake. Tripping will be the call on Travis Jake. Power play for the Monarchs.
Jacksonville penalty, your Icemen will be on.
They are 0 for 1 thus far. Pardon me, 0 for 2 thus far. This will be their third opportunity. Jake holding his hands up in the air saying, wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong, but Liam Sewell feels otherwise and his vote counts. Penalty killing for Jacksonville. Cam Critchlow takes and wins the draw. Turning and clearing towards the blue line, but not out yet. Monarchs look to keep it in the zone. Kicking it free is Critchlow, but he cannot clear still. Monarchs will take possession. They'll set up shop on the power play. Falling down on the play, allowing Harrison to take the puck, and it's redirected ahead by Critchlow. Out to center ice. Manchester gets it from there. Colomatis will stick handle behind his own net. Critchlow, who has a goal tonight, some passive forechecking. He'll retract back into the neutral zone as Manchester takes it over the blue line. Wrist shot deflected off the glass, stays in play. Big hit by Critchlow on Lynch as Jacksonville looks to clear. It's loose in front. Big time save by Watts, but the rebound goes in, and Manchester has closed the gap to 5-2. Give this goal to Matt Leitner. Power play goal for Manchester at 6:09. And it's 5-2 now for the Icemen. circle, wrist shot, blocker saved by Watts. Clutch save there by Austin Watts. Centering pass knocked away by Jacksonville, but great pressure here from Manchester. Jacksonville needs a whistle. Manchester with a centering feed, stolen by Clark. Looks to feed it ahead for Fawcett. Can he clear? Not yet at the blue line, rolling. Finally, Fawcett will kick it out of the zone. It's a long line change in the second period. Can Jacksonville get any lines changed at all? No, they cannot. It rolls to Watts. Smart play by Austin Watts. He will just take the face off. And now it's Jacksonville who can get this line change on the TV timeout to go with it as well. 5-2. Harley Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and ECHL.tv. Time for Dance for Your Dinner on ECHL.tv. Let's see who's going to win this one. Hopefully none of them. There's one possibility for a winner there. Somebody's got to win this dinner. Somebody needs to step up and put forth a good dancing performance. Oh, the Bruin fan in the back. That would be a good one. Maybe Blizzard takes it. Whoa! Whoa!
Thanks to our friends at Metro Diner.
I wouldn't call it dancing, but it's good enough. The athleticism alone will give that young lady dinner courtesy of Metro Diner. Well done. Draw will be in the Jacksonville end. To Austin Watts' left side. Cam Critchlow against Matt Leitner on the draw. Leitner just scored for the Monarchs to make this a 3-goal hockey game. That broke a string of 5 straight goals for Jacksonville. Manchester scored the first goal of the game, and they've scored the most recent goal. But that's it. Monarchs win the draw as we resume live play. 5-2 Jacksonville is your score midway through the second period. Leitner for the Monarchs, behind the net for Lynch. Centering feed, all alone. A shot goes wide from Buckles. He was all alone in the low slot, but he didn't put it on frame. Off the back wall, Jacksonville gets the possession. Cleared ahead by Jake. Will this be called icing? Yes, it will. And DiGiacinto took a stick up high in the face. No call there from Liam Sewell. It'll just be a draw back into the Icemen end. 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the second. Jacksonville, a very young team. They've had as many as 15 rookies on the team at one point this year. Haven't given a count today, but I'm guessing it's in the 14 neighborhood right now. Manchester wins the draw. Shot is blocked, however, right into the Manchester bench. So another draw in Jacksonville territory. Are we having a goaltender change here for Jacksonville? This is interesting.
Fans, we have a goaltending.
Austin Watts goes immediately to the locker room.
Number 31, Colton Finney.
It's almost as if maybe a bathroom break, honestly. I'm not saying that to be funny. I think that may actually be what's going on. I mean, he skated, no problem, straight to the locker room, Austin Watts did. Colton Finney steps onto the ice for Jacksonville here. Manchester, you know they're going to want to pepper the net right now. Finney has had no warm-up time. Manchester does win the face-off as well. Privatera to the boards we go. Pass for LaValle Smotherman, goes out to center ice. He couldn't handle the puck. Jacksonville looks for the steal, and they get the steal. Eberle looking for Goulet. Broken up by Manchester again. Here they come 2-on-2, the Monarchs. LaValle Smotherman, centering feed. Great work again by Scott Savage. He's been very good tonight. At the blue line, Monarchs hold it in. At the point, it's Privatera, left side. Slap shot and a screen. It goes well wide, all the way back to Augusta at the right point. Feeding it for Cameron Easy. Takes a hit, centering pass goes off a leg and out to the Monarch blue line. 10:21 to go in the second period. Tyson Fawcett steps onto the ice from the bench. Tanner Eberle, now he heads to the bench as well for a line change. Manchester Gets it over the blue line onside. Mingo first on the puck for Jacksonville. Ahead for Garrett Hunt. Not out yet, or maybe it is out. It did go over the blue line. Sam Kirker didn't think so. Logan Belgraf, however, blows the whistle, makes the call. So the draw will be outside the Jacksonville blue line. We'll look and see if Austin Watts comes back into this game at some point. Right now it's Colton Finney for the Icemen. He's 2-2-2 on the season, Finney is. Goals against average, 3.73. And he makes a save from long range here. Manchester looks to keep the puck in the zone, but is broken up by Everett Clark and played out to center. Clark nearly got the steal. He does poke it loose for Garrett Hunt. He gets it over the blue line, but no further. Steal from Jacksonville. Nobody can find the handle here. Finally, it's the Monarchs with it between the hash marks in their own zone. Lead pass for Lynch, knocked away by Fawcett. Everett Clark takes it in his own territory for Jacksonville. Playing it off the wall for Fawcett. Lets it go into the Manchester zone. No icing here. Hunt gives chase against Kolamata. Hunt with a big-time check on Kolamata. Around the wall, it's Chris Dines keeping it in. Wrist shot, save made by Com. Rebound is loose. Played around the wall. Manchester has it. Kirker starts a three-man rush. Odd-man rush if they hustle. Watson for Lynch. Forehand goes wide to the short side post all the way to center ice. DiGiacinto trying to go wide on Smotherman. Smotherman lost his stick. Helping out, though, is Wizominski, and the Monarchs still have control. Wizominski up the left side for Lowry. Playing it over the blue line for Buckles. Tipped away by DiGiacinto, but not out yet. Redirected wide is Lynch on that shot. And another penalty here on Jacksonville. Hooking is going to be the call. And the Monarchs will go back on the power play, and Austin Watts is coming back into the game on this whistle. So Watts comes back in. It's a TV timeout here as well. Do not see that very often, that's for sure. But it will be a power play here for Manchester. Austin Watts does come back into the game. And this becomes a pretty important kill, I would say, for Jacksonville. Leading by 3, but Jacksonville has struggled maintaining leads a couple times this year. Manchester, again, first place in the North Division. This is a very good hockey team. 15-7-2 coming into this contest. If you want to be technical about it, 15-7-1-1, but I call a point to point, so we'll go with 2. Technically, 1 overtime loss, 1 shootout loss. You get the idea. But getting back to my original point, Jacksonville has squandered a couple of leads this season in this type of situation, including their last home game. I assure you, you do not want to let it happen again. And a penalty kill would go a long way towards making sure they maintain this lead and the momentum. Manchester just scored on their last power play, and they win the face-off here as well. Around the wall we go for Cameronese. Right wing boards for LaValle Smotherman. To the blue line we go. Left side, it's a skate save made off the slapper from Smotherman, and it's cleared away by Jacksonville. Austin Watts with a right skate save. Ryan Graham with the hustle play to clear the zone. Manchester back behind their own net. Still plenty of time on their power play. This is their 4th. Through the neutral zone come the Monarchs. They are onside. Cameronese held up by Savage. It plays to the blue line. Manchester still has it. Privatera for Smotherman. Pad save again made by Watts. Rebound played behind the net. Manchester gets it back. There was the left pad that time from Watts. You could hear it from here. Manchester with a centering pass. Goes off the boards. They'll play it from there. Privatera right side for Cameronese. Playing it underneath for LaValle Smotherman. To the circle, it's Privatera, top of the slot. LaValle Smotherman with a shot, blocked in front by Savage and covered ultimately by Watts. 57 seconds to go on the power play for Manchester. That's the same number that Austin Watts wears on his jersey. 57, the jersey number for Austin Watts. And now sticks up high well after the whistle between Lynch and Savage. Mingo pokes Lynch as he heads towards the bench. Hasn't been terribly chippy tonight. No fights or anything like that yet. Still plenty of time for that if necessary, though. Draw will be to Watts' left. Alex Goulet penalty killing with Tanner Eberle. Chris Dines and Chase Harrison defending. Matt Leitner at center for Manchester with Spencer Watson. Also out on the ice is Lowry as Jacksonville gets a steal. They'll skate with it. Eberle, great deke around one man to leave it for Goulet. Short-handed over the blue line, cannot get around his man. Looking to steal is Eberle at the blue line. Can Harrison step up? Yes, he does. Plays it right back into the Manchester zone. 34 seconds to go on the power play for the Monarchs. David Kolomatis to the left side for Joel Lowry. Lowry over the blue line, loses it to Harrison. Gives it up to Dines off the wall with the help of Eberle. They'll clear the zone. 18 seconds to go on this man advantage for the Monarchs. Good penalty kill here from Jacksonville. Austin Watts made a couple of key pad saves along the way. Still a few seconds left on it, but another steal from Jacksonville. They can't clear yet. Lowry at the blue line holds it in for Lynch. High slot, it's Leitner. Looking for Watson, and what a save by Austin Watts. Going from post to post, making the save with a blocker. Jacksonville back at full strength, and they've got a three-man rush. It's Ryan Graham, centering pass, Mingo with a save, rebound, backhander, what a save! On the rebound from Brandon Comm, and it's the Monarchs going the other direction, back and forth. Shot from Kirker goes wide to the short side. Rebound for Critchlow, who plays it ahead to Graham and clears it out of the zone. Each team with glorious chances, great goaltending from both Austin Watts and Brandon Comm there. We stay 5-2 Jacksonville, 6:08 to go in the second period. Wizominski for the Monarchs. Ahead for Schmaltz over the blue line. Centering pass tipped away by Chris Dines to the opposite wing. Kirker holds it in for Manchester. Schmaltz and Joseph, a pair of 25s, do battle. Rolling towards the wall or sliding towards the wall. Jacksonville looks for the steal. They get it. Lodge tries to move it over the blue line. Can't get there ahead of Privatera, however. Alex Privatera behind the net. Gives it up to Cristiano Di Jacinto. His pass for Clark, however, was behind him. And the Monarchs get it back. Skating through center ice. Offside against Manchester. TV timeout here with 5:32 to go in the second period. It's Jacksonville 5, Manchester 2. Fans, be sure to check out ECHL.TV, the live streaming destination for the 2017-18 season. Catch all the latest live action from across the premier AA Hockey League, including multi-game high-definition view and playback functionality on both your PC and mobile devices, as well as on Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV. Visit ECHL.TV today to get into the game and never miss the action. And I mean, never. Thank you again so much for joining us tonight. Arlie Johnson with you on JacksIcemen.com and on ECHL.TV. Great game so far for the Icemen. They lead 5-2.
Thank you to our friends and
scoring 4 goals in the first period and adding 1 in the second. Cristiano Di Jacinto, his first goal as a pro for the Icemen. He has the tally for Jacksonville in this second period. That made it 5-1 at the time. Manchester, since then, has added a power play goal, but Jacksonville still very much in control at the moment. They want it to remain that way. Draws in the neutral zone. Alex Goulet against Michael Agard. Agard has Tony Cameronisi on his left. Jordan LaValle-Smotherman on the right. LaValle-Smotherman plays it into the zone. Wrist shot, blocker save made by Watts. Sharp angle shot, but it was still a tester at the blue line. Held in by Nemchik, and another save by Austin Watts. He'll cover this one up. No rebound here. And the draw will be to Watts' right side. 5:21 to go in the second. Watts has played, including tonight, 4 consecutive starts for Austin Watts since being acquired by the Reading Royals Jacksonville again with several players out of action, a couple of them called up to the American Hockey League since the last home game, including leading scorer Emerson Clark. He's called up to the American Hockey League San Jose Barracuda. Dylan Blue just called up to Utica in the AHL. Also, they're without Brandon Collier, injured in practice, and he's going to be out for a little while. So no Brandon Collier for the Jacksonville Icemen either. Or Brendan Collier, I should say. I'm used to saying Brandon because of tonight's game. With Brandon Combe, the goaltender for Manchester. Jacksonville wins the draw. They'll play it into the Manchester zone. LaValle Smotherman leaves it there for Kolomatis. Back to LaValle Smotherman over the blue line. Wrist shot, sticked aside by Lotz. Rebound goes off the back wall. Everett Clark moves it ahead. Can he get Fawcett? Not quite. Nemchik takes a hit from Garrett Hunt. Nemchik pushes Hunt away. Order is restored as Chase Harrison gets away from a double team. Plays it ahead for us. Fawcett with Emerson Clark looking for Garrett Hunt. Fought to the backhand side. It is loose in the crease. Jacksonville could not get there. They'll get it possession of it, but not out of the zone yet. Fawcett now loses it. Manchester gets it to center. What a hit by Dejan Mingo! Just crunched a guy. Jacksonville comes 2-on-2. Dines with a shot. Save is made by Combe. He lost his mask on the play. And it's going to be a whistle and a stoppage in play. Tell you what, Brandon Combe has looked very sharp for Manchester in this second period. He had no shot on DiGiacinto's goal. And he's made several big saves for Manchester in this second period. Made another great one there on Garrett Hunt. And then the snapshot from Chris Dines went right off of his cage, unbuckled his mask, and it's going to be a draw in the Manchester zone here. Shots on goal, even at 13 apiece. It was 6-5 Jacksonville after one. Both goaltenders really come into play in this second period, even though both of them have allowed one goal in this second period. Really, their goaltending has been exceptional in this middle frame. Critchlow against Lynch on the draw. Critchlow wins it cleanly. Mingo with a one-timer over the crossbar. That really skyrocketed on him. Mingo gets it back, however, at the blue line, playing it behind the net. Critchlow gets it there, loses control. Manchester gets it back. Dangerous pass, but it does connect with Zach Lynch. Lynch, wing to wing, and playing it out of the zone are the Monarchs. It's Privatera over the blue line. Wing to wing for Kirker, left wing side. He'll backhand behind the net. Mingo is held up briefly. Schmaltz tries to get it free. Looks to move it towards goal. It is knocked away there by Lodge. Playing it out of further harm's way. He'll play it ahead. 2-on-2 now for Jacksonville. DiGiacinto can't get it over the blue line. Jacksonville loses control. Jimmy Lodge picks it back up. Now he's over the line. On his forehand, right wing circle. Good look there for Goulet in the slot. Can he get the shot away? Yes, he does. Gloved by Combe. Nice save again by the Monarch goaltender. This time on Alex Goulet. 3:18 to go in the second period. The Icemen send out Alex Goulet, Elgin Pierce, and Tanner Eberle. Chris Joseph, Scott Savage at the blue line. Tied up along the boards on this draw. Ultimately, Jacksonville takes over. Pierce for Goulet in the high slot. Wrist shot deflects behind the net. Wizominski for the Monarchs takes a hit from Elgin Pierce. Pierce gets the steal because of it. Tapping it into the corner for Eberle. Wizominski uses the body very well, but Pierce does the same and steals it behind the net. Centering pass knocked away by the Monarchs. They'll get it behind their own net, around the dasher. Wizominski drilled by Tanner Eberle. Eberle behind the net, centering pass knocked away. Clean hit by Tanner Eberle on the much larger Craig Wizominski. He took down Wizominski 6'4", 230. Piece of cake for Tanner Eberle there. What a hit. Manchester back into the zone, centering pass knocked away by Lotz. Joseph does some work defensively as well as Jacksonville skates with it. Three-man attack. Pierce over the blue line for Eberle. He'll redirect into the zone. Jacksonville needed a line change there. Manchester will play it around the wall and out. They say no icing here. So the Icemen have it deep in their own zone. Dines for Harrison using the back wall. Harrison, long lead pass. Hunt redirects in. Combe will glove it in the air. Is he just going to take the face-off? Yeah, I guess so. No problem. Offensive zone draw for Jacksonville with 2:04 to go in the second period. If you missed the first intermission, we'll tell you what's ahead for Jacksonville for their next home game this Saturday night. A lot going on this Saturday when the Icemen host the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Everett Clark, Tyson Fawcett, Garrett Hunt, your forwards. Clark wins another draw cleanly. Harrison with a bomb, deflected and a save made by Comm. Rebound cleared to center. Harrison will dump it right back into the zone. Manchester behind their own net. Comm has been very good for Manchester in this second period. Came in relief midway through the first period. Save made by Watts, up high on LaValle Smotherman. Jacksonville gets to the puck. Another big hit from Jacksonville. Chris Dines this time as the Icemen play it to center ice. Tyson Fawcett at his own blue line for Garrett Hunt on the forehand. He'll clear in. Line change for Jacksonville. Hunt stays on the ice, but two other line mates now coming into forecheck. Now Hunt goes to the bench as Jacksonville gets a steal in the neutral zone. Scott Savage, flip pass for Critchlow. Another forehand into the zone with 1:12 to go in the second. 5-2, Jacksonville is the score. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV. Manchester cannot gain the zone. Jacksonville instead gets it back into the Manchester zone. Looking for the steal is Ryan Graham with the help of Jimmy Lodge. They get the steal. Centering pass, Critchlow needed to one-time it, but he tried to gather it in instead, and he lost the handle. He was right in the slot, 15 feet away from the net. Manchester keeps it in. Centering pass was an aerial pass, nobody home. Lynch with a shot from the point. Easy save made with the right pad by Austin Lotz. Centering pass picked off by Lodge, not cleared yet. Trying to move it away from a player as Mingo gets it loose for Critchlow, who will clear it out. 27 seconds to go in the second. Privatera to the right side, broken up by the Icemen. Pierce tries to knock it loose. Dejan Mingo in control, 18 seconds to go. In his own territory, it's Dejan Mingo for Savage. Drives it off the wall, stolen by Manchester. They have to wait for a teammate to clear the zone to make sure it stays onside. 6 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville with a steal, not out yet. Maybe one last chance. At the blue line, it's tipped away by Goulet. The horn will sound, ending the second period. Each team scoring once in the second period. Cristiano Di Jacinto, his first goal as a pro. Jimmy Lodge gets the assist. Di Jacinto at 3:17 made it 5-1 Jacksonville. Manchester does respond. They get a power play goal from Matt Leitner, his 5th of the year. Assisting on that, Zach Lynch, along with Spencer Watson. 6:09 is the time of that goal for Manchester. Shots on goal in that period, a few more than the first period. Manchester gets 12. They have a two-period total of 17. Jacksonville gets 10. They have a two-period total of 16. On the board where it counts, though, all Jacksonville right now. They lead the Manchester Monarchs 5-2 after 2. We'll come back later on in the second intermission. Stick around. We'll tell you what's ahead for the Jacksonville Icemen with a huge home game on Saturday evening. We'll tell you all about it when we come back.
Fans, take the time this intermission to visit the merchandise stands located behind sections 106 and 109. group. Tonight's winner will be taking home 2 tickets to see this Trans-Siberian Orchestra right here at Veterans Memorial Arena. All right, let's roll that music.
dawning of the bold dogs? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Aaliyah saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubnik.
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
The ECHL season is here, and ECHL TV is your ticket to all the action. With streaming to your PC, phone, tablet, and now Apple TV, Chromecast, and Amazon Fire TV, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Plus, you can watch up to 4 games at once on PC with Quad View. Watch live or on demand with both home and away commentary. Single game, multi-game, and season passes are available. Visit ECHL.tv to subscribe.
From the time you fall asleep till you check your First Coast News app, the world can turn upside down.
Good Morning Jacksonville promises to report timely information, helping you understand how those headlines hit home.
What you'll always get is balanced coverage. The truth, not opinion.
It's not just a promise, it is a commitment. Why?
We're working to make our community a better place to live each and every day.
The First Coast. It's your home.
It's our home, too.
Good Morning Jacksonville. Weekdays.
Ever wish there was a place we could get great rates and all the financial services we need without all these fees and hassles?
There is. Community first. And they're local, so all the decisions are made right here.
Ever wish we hadn't bought that baby lion at the flea market?
Now, lock in Community First Best CD rates with as little as $500 and no account fees. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org.
Bad lion!
Love where you bank.
In the interest of your safety, please be aware that pucks, hockey sticks, and other objects may fly into the spectator area and can be dangerous and can cause serious injury. Be alert at all times when you are in the spectator area. Please inform children in your care of these risks. If you do not want the risk of your current seat location, please advise an usher and you will be reseated in a more protected area.
Let the past die. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
This is not going to go the way you think. Rated PG-13.
Fans, make sure to come out this Saturday for our first ever Star Wars night. You can dress up as your favorite character and you can see your favorite characters right here at Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets and more information, visit JacksIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena. This is Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. Looking good for the Jacksonville Icemen tonight, at least thus far. They have a 5-2 lead over the Manchester Monarchs after 2 periods of play. Manchester's the leader in the North Division, coming into this game at 15-7, 1-1, but Jacksonville is taking it to them so far tonight. 1 goal per team in the second period. Cristiano Di Jacinto for Jacksonville. His first goal as a pro. Matt Leitner scoring for Manchester on the power play. Don't forget, next home game for Jacksonville is Saturday night, 7:30 puck drop against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. What a big night set up for this Saturday. It's Star Wars night. Let's start with that. That's all you really need to know, but there's even more than that. It is Star Wars night this Saturday evening. There are going to be character appearances at the game. You can dress as your own character. You can bring your own Star Wars garb. There's also discount tickets because of it being Star Wars night. You can go to JacksIcemen.com/Star Wars to get those discounted tickets. But there's more than that as well. Also, it's Teddy Bear Toss night. If you're not familiar with Teddy Bear Toss night for hockey games, and it happens all over minor league hockey, pretty much, this is not unique, but it is a wonderful event for a wonderful cause. Here's how it works. Bring a teddy bear. Bring 2 teddy bears. Bring a garbage bag of teddy bears. Bring as many teddy bears as you possibly can to the arena. When the Jacksonville Icemen score their first goal of the game on Saturday night, your job as fans is to take that bear and launch it onto the ice. As many as you have, bring them all on the ice. Why, you may ask? Well, here's why. They're all going to be collected by the Icemen and then given off to the Children's Christmas Fund of Jacksonville, giving it to children in need in the Jacksonville area. It's for a wonderful cause. It looks great in person as well. It's going to be a packed house, I suspect, on Saturday, so make sure that you get here early, get your tickets early, and make sure you bring those bears for those kids in need for the Children's Christmas Fund of Jacksonville. On top of all of that, there is an auction on Saturday as well for a Jacksonville Icemen sweater. Make sure you come for that. If you want a Jacksonville Icemen game-worn jersey, that will be on Saturday as well. If you have any information, if you want any information on that, you can also go to JacksIcemen.com. You can also call them at 602-PUCK. That's 602-7825. That's the Icemen number. All of this is courtesy of Community First Bank, the sponsor of Star Wars Night and the Teddy Bear Toss. This Saturday, Jacksonville Icemen against the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. 7:30 puck drop, but get here early. Get your bears now and enjoy the game on Saturday. It's going to be a wonderful event, and certainly cannot wait to see it. That is after that home game. There's only one other home game for the remainder of December. That's going to be on the 21st of December. Jacksonville hosts Atlanta that night. December the 21st. That's exactly who it is. Both teams are back out onto the ice right now. Teams will start at full strength. Austin Watts has played well for Jacksonville. He's made some big saves when he's needed to. Coming on in relief for Manchester, Brandon Comm, their goaltender. As we look at a couple of the highlights on ECHL.TV, here's Di Jacinto's goal on a crazy bounce behind the net that caromed right in front of the crease, and Di Jacinto was able to slip a backhander into the net underneath Brandon Comm. There's a big-time save by Comm on Everett Clark as well. As the Icemen have a 3-goal lead right now. There's the 1 goal from Manchester, from Matt Leitner getting a rebound of his own shot there. But Watts made some other big saves there to keep it at 5-2. Comm made some big saves as well, including a couple right there. One on Mingo, one on Critchlow. Critchlow looking for his 2nd goal of the night. The Icemen, by the way, do not play again until Saturday. Next week, they've got a home game Thursday night against Atlanta. That is their last game of 2017 here on home ice. Getting ready to start the third period. Cam Critchlow out there with Cristiano Di Jacinto and Jimmy Lodge. Critchlow has 1 goal. Di Jacinto has 1 goal. So a good night for both of them. Critchlow also has an assist. Chris Dines has a goal and an assist. Chris Dines is +4 tonight as well. Great plus-minus for Chris Dines. Certainly a possibility for one of the 3 stars. Puck is down. We are underway in the third period. Cam Critchlow has it for Jacksonville. He'll take it behind the Manchester net. Monarchs on it from there. They'll move it to the blue line and continue with the puck. Over the blue line now of Jacksonville. Stick save made by Austin Watts. Puck behind the net. Critchlow on it for Jacksonville. High into the air. Looks like it's going to be icing. Fresh sheet of ice out there, so that puck is just flying right now. And it'll be a face-off in the Jacksonville end. Just 37 seconds gone by in this third period. The Icemen leading 5-2. Jacksonville coming off a pair of games in Florida against the Florida Everblades this past weekend, the #1 team in the league. Jacksonville got a point out of those 2 games, a 4-2 loss and a 3-2 shootout loss. Icemen get the puck out of their own zone on this draw. Loose at center ice, and the Icemen have it there as well. Chris Joseph in his own zone. Plays it around the back wall. Mingo does a good job to get a stick to it, and he will play it to center ice. Bouncing puck, and the Icemen have it. It's Goulet 2-on-1 with Eberle. Goulet right side, looking for Eberle. Shot, save is made, rebound, score! Jimmy Lodge makes it a 6-2 hockey game. Goulet with a purposeful shot from the right circle. Low, far side, forcing the save with the pad from Brandon Combe, but knowing that he had a good chance at a rebound, that's exactly what happened. And the trailer on the play was Jimmy Lodge. Lodge was unmarked and slips a backhander into the wide open net. Just 1:05 into the third period. It's now 6-2 Icemen. It's Lodge's 6th goal of the season. Alex Goulet will get 1 assist. Dejan Mingo the other. And it is the Icemen continuing to pour it on tonight against the first place Manchester Monarchs. Penalty coming up here. This is on the Icemen. They're going to call it on Alex Goulet. Looked like the Manchester defender tripped over the back of the net. I'm sure that's what Goulet is arguing, but he will not win that argument. It's going to be a power play for the Monarchs. They are 1 for 4 so far on the power play. Jacksonville is 1 for 2 on the power play. Draw will be to Austin Watts' right side. Critchlow, penalty killing with Ryan Graham. Manchester wins the draw. Slap shot goes over the crossbar all the way to the blue line where it's held in by Kolomatis. Around the wall, he'll try the opposite wing. Dine's got a piece of it, trying to get the puck loose for Ryan Graham. Held in by the Monarchs at the blue line. Lynch to the left circle. Wrist shot, save made by Lotz. It goes over the crossbar and behind the net. Lotz got it with the blocker there. Plays around the wall. Critchlow tries to get there, can't do it. Lotz makes a stick save, would have gone wide anyway. At the blue line, again, Manchester keeps it in. Tipped away by Jacksonville, now diving is Ryan Graham to try and clear. Unable to do so, it's held in at the blue line by the Monarchs. Leitner on his backhand to the blue line for Kolomatis. Right point, wrist shot in traffic. Pad saved by Lotz. Rebound played in front, it is blocked. Still it is Manchester with it. They've had nothing but possession time on this power play. Lynch with a shot that goes wide. Poked around the wall, Leitner holds it in. To the blue line for Kolomatis. A minute to go on the power play. Save made, Austin Lotz. No rebound this time. And he needed that chance for Jacksonville to get some fresh bodies out there. Heavy pressure from the Monarchs there. But a chance for Everett Clark and Garrett Hunt now to come in and penalty kill. Everett Clark has been great with the face-off so far tonight. We'll see if it continues here. Opposing him, Tony Cameronisi. He gets waved out. Camoranesi does, that is. Jordan LaValle Smotherman now coming in for Manchester. And the Monarchs have it. Privatera, right point for Camoranesi. Into the slot, give and go. To the blue line for Privatera. Left side, one-timer. Deflected and score. Power play goal for Jordan LaValle Smotherman. And it's a 6-3 game now. Time of the goal at 3:35. What a deflection. Austin Watts didn't have a prayer on that one. Redirected just under the crossbar. Watts never had a chance. For LaValle Smotherman, his 10th goal of the year. Colton Saucerman gets one assist. Alex Privatera gets the other.
Manchester power play goal.
It is a power play goal. So Manchester now 2 for 5 with the man advantage tonight, and they skate into Jacksonville territory. This game is definitely not over yet. Jacksonville still has plenty of work to do here. Puck goes into the neutral zone. The Monarchs have it there. Michael Agard behind his own net. Stick handles there to find a safe haven. Waits for Elgin Pierce to skate by. Now it's Agard through the neutral zone. Poke check by Goulet. Kirker gets it back for the Monarchs. Over the blue line and onside. Shot goes wide of the net. Had to take it a second time. He misfired the first time. Towards the blue line, out of the zone. Manchester just flips it back in. Delayed offside. They will clear the zone, and offside is now waved off. Jacksonville has the puck deep in their own zone. Mingo with a man right on his tail, but he feeds it for Goulet. 3-on-2 for the Icemen. Goulet into the slot. Cutting towards net is DiGiacinto, but the shot gets deflected wide. Monarchs will play it to center ice. They'll stick handle with the puck. Forehanding in. Watts will just cover it up. He'll take any face-off he can get right now. Draw will be to his right with 16:19 to go in period number 3. It's Jacksonville 6, Manchester 3. The Icemen trying to knock off the first place Manchester Monarchs, first place in the North Division anyway. The Monarchs have a 2-point lead over the Wheeling Nailers in the North Division. Jacksonville wins the draw. They've won most draws tonight. Near side wall, DiGiacinto looks to clear. At the blue line, not out. Held in by Watson. Centering pass, Lynch, good feed for Kirker. Centering feed and another goal. Great tic-tac-toe passing from the Manchester Monarchs as Zach Lynch gets this goal. And this game is now far from over. Zach Lynch, his 12th goal of the year. Great passing. Kirker will get one assist at 3:56. Watson will get the other assist. But that was beautiful passing there. And Jacksonville's lead is now down to 2. This is a very young team, everybody. 14 rookies. These are the kind of games they need to learn to win. This is a perfect chance to do exactly that. Zach Lynch's 12th goal of the year from Sam Kirker and Spencer Watson. Back into the zone again come the Monarchs. Centering pass goes right through the slot, nobody home. Jacksonville needs to make sure they play to win, not a situation where they play not to lose, if you catch my drift. Manchester, another shot towards goal and another goal. It's 6-5. This goal is going to belong to Joel Lowry. His 11th of the season. Time of this goal at 4:20. Going short side on Austin Watts. 3 goals in 45 seconds for Manchester. Jacksonville is calling a timeout. Could almost guarantee a timeout was going to come after that one. Jason Christie talking to his players on the bench right now. Pleading with them to make sure they stay in this game. Do not play tight. Play loose. Continue to play loose. 3 goals for Manchester in 45 seconds.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. How you play today.
So from this timeout, we'll reset things. Jacksonville actually scored early in this third period to take a 6-2 lead. Seemed like it could have been over. But remember, Jacksonville had a 6-2 lead in their last home game, and they lost that one in overtime. Now 6-2 becomes 6-5. It's time to step up. It's time to play their game. They need to figure out how to win these hockey games.
Who's with me?
They can't play tentative, they can't play nervous, they can't play not to lose. They've got to find a way to play to win this hockey game. That last goal from Lowry, assisting our Matt Leitner, along with Matt Bucknells. As we resume play, it's the Monarchs with it at center ice. They've got a ton of momentum right now. They are a very good, very experienced hockey team. Left wing corner, it's LaValle Smotherman with Harrison defending. Goulet trying to step in there, looking to pry the puck loose. LaValle Smotherman holds on to it. Stepping in now is Scott Savage. Great work again from Scott Savage. He'll flip it out to the neutral zone, where Wizominski takes over from there from Manchester. Clearing it to center ice, loose in the neutral zone there. The Monarchs will get it back in their own territory. Agard with Eberle right on his tail. Playing it back for Wizominski and around the backboards. Saucerman gives it to Wizominski again. Long lead pass goes by everybody. No icing. They said that Chris Dines could have played that puck. Watts is going to play it himself around the wall, and it's held up by Watson. Cam Critchlow and Agard try to cut the puck. It's Agard who takes over for the Monarchs. To the blue line, slap shot. Save is made by Watts. Rebound towards the opposite corner. Manchester player lost a stick, but they get him back out onto the ice. Chris Dines with possession for Jacksonville off the high glass that just barely stayed in play. That could have been a very dangerous situation for Jacksonville. Almost a delay of game penalty. At the Jacksonville blue line, the play is into the Icemen zone now. Dines gives it up to Watson. Watson steps around Critchlow behind the Jacksonville net. Defending there is Dines. Jimmy Lodge is there as well. To the blue line we go. It's Watson on his backhand. Centering pass knocked away by Jacksonville. Critchlow plays it off the boards and out. DiGiacinto gives chase against Privatera. DiGiacinto gets rubbed out by Privatera, allowing Augusto to take over for the Monarchs. Deep in his own zone, DiGiacinto now gives a body check as Manchester plays it towards the blue line, onside. Lowry gives it up to Scott Savage, ahead to Jimmy Lodge. Lodge at center ice, he'll forehand in. No icing here and a line change for the Icemen. Jacksonville leads 6-5, 13:26 to go in the third period. It was just 6-2 moments ago. Manchester scored 3 goals in 45 seconds to instantly make this a game. In the neutral zone, it's the Monarchs skating into Jacksonville's end. Leitner with a centering pass goes off the boards to the blue line. Held in there. Slap shot. Great save is made by Austin Watts with the left pad. That was off Nemchik. Harrison pokes it into the open corner. Giving it to Everett Clark. Then for Garrett Hunt. He's got Fawcett with him. Hunt is over the blue line. 2-on-2. Wrist shot by Hunt. Save is made by Com. And a faceoff will be in the Manchester zone with 12:51 to go in the third period. And you can tell already this is one of those games that the Icemen, you can just tell they gotta have it. They've gotta find a way. Draw will be in the offensive end here for Jacksonville as we look at the Titanic cam right now on ECHL.TV. Oh, I like the two in the back. 6-5 Jacksonville again is the score. Jimmy Lodge scored at the 1:05 mark of this third period to make it 6-2. But after that, it's Jordan LaValle Smotherman at 3:35. Zach Lynch at 3:56. Joel Lowry at 4:20. And just like that, it became a 6-5 game. The Icemen, if they score the next goal, it might be, in my opinion, possibly their biggest goal of the season if they can find a way to regain at least a 2-goal cushion here. Draw Draws to Combs right. Jacksonville wins it, but it goes between the point men all the way back into their zone. Watts will play it for Chris Dines in the corner. Playing it up the wall for Goulet. Stolen briefly by Manchester. Now they do hold it in. Cameron Easy into the corner for Agard. Knocked away by Dines. It goes to Eberle through the neutral zone. He'll play it into the Monarchs' end. Craig Wiseminski first on it there for Manchester. For LaValle, Smotherman, left wing side. He'll gain the red line, tries to clear in, but it goes off the linesman's skate. That allows Mingo to play it cross ice for Eberle. Slap shot, save is made, rebound, slap shot, and another save is made by Brandon Comm on the second attempt from Elgin Pierce. Now it's Scott Savage, centering pass, Comm with another save, this time on Alex Goulet. Pierce in the right wing corner. Pressure is on here from the Icemen. Eberle with a shot towards goal. He'll just play it into an open corner instead. Goulet keeping the play in the offensive zone, looking for Eberle. Back for Goulet, skates towards net, behind the net, centering pass is knocked away into the high slot and finally cleared by the Monarchs. That's more like it from Jacksonville. Good offensive pressure. They are right back into the zone, at least briefly. Goulet gets it back. He'll have to play it again in the neutral zone before clearing in. DiGiacinto gives chase, but the Monarchs have possession. Watson on the right wing side, long lead pass at the blue line, offside is called against Manchester. 11:26 to go in period number 3. The Icemen lead is down to 1. It was 6-5 moments ago, or 6-2 moments ago, now 6-5. Looking at the scoreboard in the South Division, the only other South Division game is South Carolina at Florida. The Stingrays still have the lead. It's now 3-2 in Florida with 6.5 minutes left in that contest. In the neutral zone, bouncing puck eventually goes to the Monarchs. In control there, Sam Kirker. Right wing side on his backhand, tries to leave it for Augusta. Augusta has it at the top of the right circle, all the way to the blue line now. Shot is blocked. Here comes Jacksonville. Lodge with DiGiacinto. Lodge 2-on-2. He's over the blue line. Drop pass for DiGiacinto. Stops on a man, waits for a trailer. His shot misfired on it. Monarchs get it back and clear into the zone. Chris Joseph is first on the puck there. Joseph ahead for DiGiacinto. Forehands in. Fawcett gives chase. Brandon Comm plays it to the open corner for Kolamatis. Kolamatis with Fawcett right on him, forcing the pass up the far side. Lowry plays it for Kolamatis again. A long lead pass. It connects for Manchester. They'll move over the blue line. There's a steal from Jacksonville. Garrett Hunt plays it into the corner, into an open wing, finally out to center ice. 10:20 to go in the third period. 6-5 Icemen. Kolamatis' pass goes off a leg back into the Manchester zone. Martin Nemchik collects for Manchester. For Kolamatis, then for Lowry. Over the blue line, it's Lowry. He's got Buckles with him. Shot goes over the crossbar. Watts maybe got a piece of it. Kolamatis at the right point, holds in. Pass attempt, penalty coming. This is on Jacksonville again. Joseph gets the touch. Power play for Manchester on a tripping penalty against the Icemen. They're already 2 for 5 on the power play. Jacksonville's lead is just 1. This is as big a penalty kill as they've had all season long. Still don't know who's going into the box for Jacksonville, but we do know that it's a power play for the Monarchs. It's also going to be a TV timeout here, so it'll take a minute before we resume play.
Please look at the video board. Here are your choices.
As we look at the hit of the game, and Dejan Mingo, to me, that's the one. That was a big-time hit on Sam Kirker in the neutral zone. But there was another big one. There's Tanner Eberle. Oh, maybe it's that one. I forgot about that one on Craig Wiseminski. 6'4", 230, Craig Wiseminski, but Eberle took him right down. Yeah, I think I like the Eberle one now that I look at both of them. So let's set things up here. Jacksonville going into this game, a record of only 4-13-4. Manchester coming in at 15-7-2. Jacksonville, after trailing 1-0 in the opening minute of the game, scored 5 consecutive goals. 4 in the first period, 1 in the second. It went to 5-1. Manchester made it 5-2 going into the third period. Jacksonville scored early in the third period. It went to a 6-2 hockey game. But since then, all Monarchs. They scored 3 goals in 45 seconds. And now they have a power play. It's 6-5, and the Monarchs have an opportunity to try and tie this hockey game with still plenty of time on the clock in regulation. Manchester wins the draw as well. It was Tyson Fawcett for tripping as Manchester plays it off the backboards to the right wing faceoff circle for Camoranesi. To the blue line for Privatera. Camoranesi at the top of the circle, right side. Centering pass goes to Privatera, cross ice, one-timer blocked in front by Harrison, big time play, and he'll backhand it the length of the pond. Jacksonville will change their penalty killers. Alex Goulet and Garrett Hunt now out there. Manchester still has 1:27 to go on this power play. Camoranesi, stick handles over the blue line on the right wing side. That's the near side. Goulet deflects it away. Can Hunt clear it out? Yes, he does with the help of Goulet. They'll get it to center ice. Fans want a penalty call, but there is none coming. Monarchs have it at their own line. 9 minutes flat to go in the third period. 1:05 to go on the power play for the Monarchs. Manchester is onside and into the zone. Goulet tries to get the puck free. At the blue line, it's held in. Centering pass. Savage will get there first off the boards, and he will clear it out of the zone. That pass from Saucerman went to nobody. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Critchlow is out there penalty killing with Ryan Graham now. It's Kolomatis. Over the blue line we go for Watson, who's been very good tonight. Centering pass knocked away by the goaltender stick of Lotz. Still it's Manchester with possession, however. Dines looks for the steal behind the net, but he does not clear. Watson at the right wing corner for Leitner. To the blue line we go. Kolomatis for Leitner again. Shot in traffic is blocked in front. Harrison pokes it away, still not out. 16 seconds to go on the power play. Kolomatis top of the circle. Slap shot blocked in front. Backhander goes wide from Manchester. Monarchs still with possession. Kolomatis at the right point. 6 seconds to go on the power play. In possession, Leitner with a slap shot. Blocked in front. Lotz may have gotten a piece of it. Teams are at full strength. Jacksonville clears out. Fawcett is onside out of the penalty box. Steps around a man, tripped up. Penalty coming on Manchester. Great speed by Tyson Fawcett, forcing that penalty call against the Monarchs. Tripping call against Manchester. And a great penalty kill from the Jacksonville Icemen. As important a kill as they have had all season, without question in my mind. And with Fawcett coming out of the penalty box, forcing the tripping call. It was an easy call to make there against Manchester. Going into the box, Zach Lynch. And a power play now for the Icemen. They are only 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Only 2 chances compared to Manchester's 6. But this is opportunity number 3 for Jacksonville now. And a power play goal would do wonders for this hockey team. Goulet, Lodge, and Everett Clark are your forwards. Manchester wins the draw. They immediately clear it the length of the ice. So Jacksonville has it in control from there. Scott Savage leads all Jacksonville defensemen in points. Savage this year with 11 points, 4 goals, and 7 assists. Goulet clears it ahead. Clark redirects into the zone. Saucerman tries to beat Clark to the puck. It's behind the Manchester net. 3-on-2 battle there. Jacksonville has 3 men in there. Now Manchester gets a 3rd man in there. Play bottled up below the wall. Manchester, if nothing else, is killing time. Finally, Goulet gets it loose, moves it to the right point for Mingo. For Jimmy Lodge. Right wing half wall. Back towards the blue line. Can Mingo keep it in the zone at the blue line? No. It's cleared out of the zone by Agard. Manchester wants a penalty this time, but there is no call there. Jacksonville lead pass ahead for Clark over the blue line, but Nemchik breaks it up. Back behind the Manchester net. And we've got gloves down right now. Nemchik wants a fight, and Everett Clark is going to give it to him, and Everett Clark takes him down immediately. Everett Clark and Nemchik, Martin Nemchik and Clark with a 2-point takedown. Clark is giving up a ton of inches, but Clark took him down immediately. They both get right back up, and now they continue to exchange a couple of blows each. Crowd loves it. And Everett Clark with a wave to the crowd. That one may have been in honor of his brother Emerson, who's up in the American League right now. Tail of the tape. Everett Clark, 5'9", 180. Martin Nemchik, 6'4", 2:23. But with that takedown on ECHL.TV, if you're looking at the replay, advantage Clark. This should not affect manpower. Should just be 5 minutes fighting each. Face-off remains in the offensive zone for Jacksonville. 59 seconds to go on this power play. 6:40 to go in the third period. It is just 5 minutes apiece for fighting. Jacksonville has Critchlow, Eberle, and Fawcett as the forwards. They actually have 6 guys on the ice right now. Somebody needs to head to the bench. It's going to be Critchlow. So Fawcett and Eberle stay on the ice with Elgin Pierce at center. Chris Dines, Chase Harrison are the blue liners here. Jacksonville, this is where they really miss Dylan Blugis, also called up to the American Hockey League. Steady and smart defenseman. He'd earned that call up to the American League. Jacksonville wins the draw. Still time on the power play. Dines for Eberle. Half wall right side. Shot towards goal. Save is made by Com. Rebound to the near side boards. Chase Harrison pinches in to hold it in the zone. Harrison to the blue line for Pierce, covering for Harrison. It's Dines to the right side for Eberle. On his forehand. Shot on goal. Save is made. Rebound is cleared. Still 34 seconds to go on this power play for Jacksonville. Watts plays it to the boards for Elgin Pierce. Still an opportunity for a rush here, but Jacksonville would like to have a little bit more urgency here. Chris Dines, drop pass for Goulet at his own line. Goulet gains the red line, over the blue line, held in by Jacksonville with a great move by Lodge. One of maybe the best stick handler that Jacksonville has. Lodge, flip pass for Harrison, left point. He has to play it off the boards. Still 5 seconds to go on the power play. Lodge with a centering pass, stolen and cleared by Manchester. So teams are back at full strength. There's 5:39 to go in the third. Jacksonville clinging to a 1-goal lead. It's 6-5. Chris Dines in no hurry behind his own net. Plays it for Critchlow. Critchlow shifts around a defender. He's over the blue line. Takes a shot. Stick save is made by Com. Rebound for DiGiacinto. Plays it off the boards for Critchlow behind the net. On his backhand, moves to the forehand. Couldn't get the shot on goal. Great work by DiGiacinto to hold it in the zone. For Savage, fakes the shot, takes the shot. It goes wide, carrying off the backboards. Critchlow and DiGiacinto, again, good work around the boards. Eventually, it's the Monarchs who take over, however. And LaValle Smotherman gets it over the blue line. No further. Great back check by Graham to clear it out to center ice. Ryan Graham over the blue line now. 2-on-2 with DiGiacinto. Graham on his backhand, centering pass deflected. It goes to Com. He will cover it up. Draw will be in the Manchester end. There's 4:49 to go in the game. This is our final TV timeout, media timeout, or whatever you want to call it. Looking in to the Florida Everblades South Carolina Stingray game. It is still 3-2 Stingrays with a minute and a half left in the game. Another offensive game here in Jacksonville. There's been a lot of offensive games here lately. Last home game was 7-6 in overtime. This one's 6-5 right now. Game before that, I believe it was a 4-3 game. 6-4 before that. Been a lot of goals here. Thank you so much again for joining us this evening. Arlie Johnson with you on ECHL.TV and JacksIcemen.com. The Icemen lead by 1. 6-5 is the score. They led 5-1. They led 6-2. And then the Monarchs with a flurry. 3 goals in 45 seconds in this third period has really made this a game. Jacksonville has played much better in about the last 5 or 6 minutes or so. They had a great penalty kill. They had a good-looking power play. They did not score on it, but it was an effective one, I would say. And the draw is in the Monarch end. Goulet, Eberle, and Pierce up front for the Icemen. Both centermen went for the puck, but the puck was never dropped. Matt Leitner taking the draw for Manchester, and now Goulet is waved out in favor of Elgin Pierce. Pierce does win it. It goes to Goulet along the boards. He'll have to play it behind the net, and the Monarchs have it from there. High flip into the zone, looking for a potential icing. They're going to wave off the icing because Manchester would have gotten there first. Watts plays it around the glass and then over the glass. No penalty here. It's important to note because when Watts cleared it, it did hit the glass first. Then it was played over the glass and out of play. But it will be a defensive zone draw here for Jacksonville. Draw to Watts' left. Cam Critchlow against Zach Lynch on the draw. Lynch has one of those 3 goals in this third period that's helped this comeback for the Monarchs. Jacksonville looks to clear at the blue line. It's held in by Lynch, but the Icemen get it right back behind the net. Savage will try the opposite wing. Held in again by Manchester. Savage will try behind the net a third time here. Plays it by one man, now it's stolen by Kirker, and the Manchester Monarchs hold it in the zone. Kirker skating all the way to the blue line before slapping it around the glass behind the Jacksonville net. Watson in control there. Gives it up to Jacksonville. Mingo controls. 3-on-2 odd man rush for Jacksonville. Garrett Hunt over the blue line. Offside is the call. Tyson Fawcett was in ahead of the play. It was the right call. Fawcett just a little too antsy trying to get into the offensive zone. 4:01 to go in the third period. Jacksonville leading 6-5 over the first place Manchester Monarchs. First place of the North Division. This is the only time that Manchester plays here all season. Jacksonville has already played in Manchester this year. They lost that game 2-1, a tight contest. They have 2 more games in Manchester coming up in January as well. January 20th and 21st, they'll be in New Hampshire for what is a 4-game road trip for Jacksonville in January. Coming up in January, by the way, I might as well mention now, from January 3rd to February 3rd, the Icemen have a ton of home games, 12 of them to be exact, in a 1-month stretch. So make sure you make it to the Veterans Memorial Arena as often as possible in the month of January. That's when things really start to heat up in the second half of the season. Manchester wins the draw as we resume live play. 3:49 to go in the third. Watts with a save. On the shot from Cameron Easy, Lodge looks to clear. At the blue line, LaValle Smotherman holds it in. At the blue line, they're going to call a hand pass. Yes, they will, against the Monarchs, and it will go out to center ice. That was also the right call. 3:39 to go. And the draw will be outside the Jacksonville line now. Cam Critchlow, Cristiano Di Jacinto, Jimmy Lodge are your forwards. Jacksonville looking for one more goal to get some insurance in this one. Manchester wins the draw. They take it into the zone. Puck is up high in the air, knocked away by the Icemen. Looking to clear is Critchlow with the help of Di Jacinto. They get it out of the zone. Di Jacinto steps around a couple of men, nearly kept his feet. It would have been a miraculous play. Penalty coming up. Who's this one on? Is this on Di Jacinto? Tripping is the call. The penalty is on Cristiano Di Jacinto for tripping. He can't believe it. Let's look at the replay on ECHL.tv. He got his stick in the skate of LaValle Smotherman. The kind of penalty that you don't typically see with 3 minutes left in the game. Won't argue it too much. Could have gone either way, honestly speaking. Sometimes you win those, sometimes you don't. So Manchester with a golden opportunity here to try and tie this hockey game. They have a power play with 3:22 left in the contest. Manchester wins the draw. Shot towards goal, deflected wide. Monarchs get it back. Now a steal from Jacksonville. It's Goulet with Hunt. At center ice, Hunt clears in. Goulet gives chase. Shorthanded here for Jacksonville. Just killing some time is Alex Goulet now. Monarchs get it back. Kolamatis over the blue line for the Monarchs. Easily into the zone. Centering pass. Leitner with a shot that is blocked. Loose into the corner. Lowry picks it up for Manchester. For Leitner along the right wing circle. Leitner for Kolamatis. Near side half wall. Cross ice pass. Goes to Lynch. Lynch with a shot. Save made by Austin Lotz. No rebound. Made the save up around the right shoulder and held on to it for the draw to his right. 1:19 to go on the power play for Manchester. 2:41 to go in the third period. Another thing that the Icemen have to watch for is Manchester removing their goalie, Brandon Comm, in favor of a sixth attacker. If they do that, it would ultimately be a 6-on-4 power play. That has not happened yet, but we will watch for it. If Comm leaves for the bench, we'll tell you immediately. Draws to Lotz's right, Monarchs with it. Smotherman with a drive, deflected over the glass and out of play. Deflected by Jacksonville, so it will be another defensive zone draw. Michael Agard centering for Manchester. Tony Cameronisi is out there along with Jordan LaValle Smotherman. Goulet penalty killing with Tanner Eberle. Goulet takes this draw. Chase Harrison and Chris Dines are your defensemen for Jacksonville. Austin Lotz peering to his right. In position at the top of the crease. Somebody's going to get kicked out of the draw. It's Agard. So it's Goulet against LaValle Smotherman now, but the Monarchs win it. Nice work by Saucerman around a man. Back to the blue line we go. Wing to wing for Cameronisi. Fakes the shot. It goes to LaValle Smotherman behind the net instead. Harrison takes the body, killing some time, pinning it up against the wall. 3 men in deep for Jacksonville, 3 men out there. Tanner Eberle better be careful. He's cross-checking a guy about 3, 4, 5 times. Finally, the Monarchs get it. They'll play it around the dasher for LaValle Smotherman. To the blue line, Saucerman loses control. It goes all the way back to the Manchester end. 42 seconds to go on the penalty for Jacksonville's Cristiano Di Jacinto. 2 minutes left in regulation, offside against the Monarchs. That's a big play, big play. Whistle blows with 1:58 on the clock now. A little surprised that Manchester didn't send Comm to the bench during the power play. Let's go. Oh, they're just giving the Jacksonville chant right now. Draws outside the Icemen blue line. Monarchs win it. Saucerman clears it in. Lotz gets a piece of it behind the net. Savage tries to get to the puck first with the help of Garrett Hunt. Can they clear it? Not yet. Leitner at the blue line holds it in. High slot. Wrist shot deflects into the corner. Mingo tries to get the puck loose. Leitner gets it free. Towards the wall, Ryan Graham got a piece of it, but he still can't clear it. Shot towards goal. Deflects off the side of the net. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Jacksonville with a steal and a clear from Scott Savage. That will do it on the power play. There's still 1:25 left in the third. Jacksonville clinging to a 1-goal lead at 6-5. Out of the penalty box is Cristiano Di Jacinto. Manchester at center ice. They will clear in. Comm is still in the net. I'm shocked at that. Jacksonville clears it around the wall, immediately out to center ice. Comm is still in the net. Jacksonville killing more time in the neutral zone now. Critchlow at the red line. Can he clear it into the offensive zone? Yes, he does, at least over the blue line. Final minute of play. Jacksonville leading by 1. Manchester with a lead pass ahead. Does not connect. Jacksonville gets the steal and clear. No icing here either. Comm is still in the net for Manchester with 45 seconds left in the game. The Monarchs in their own territory. Wizominski's pass deflected by Eberle at center ice. Jacksonville gets another steal. Savage clears it out of the zone. It's going to be out of play. It goes into the benches. Where's the faceoff? Did it deflect into the benches is the question here. 32 seconds left in the third period. Liam Sewell, the referee, is talking with Jacksonville's coach, Jason Christie. It's all about where this faceoff is going to be right now. And it will be in the Jacksonville end. Christie wanted that draw outside of the blue line. Timeout is called here by Manchester, I believe. Maybe it is. finally on this whistle, Brandon Calm heads to the bench in favor of a 6th attacker for the Monarchs. So Jacksonville has an open net to shoot at, but they don't really care about that right now. They just want to make sure they keep the puck out of their own net for the next 32 seconds. Try and earn a victory over the first place Monarchs. It's gone final in Florida, by the way. South Carolina getting an empty net goal to win in Florida 4-2. Just the 3rd loss in regulation all season for the Florida Everblades. And South Carolina's not far behind them. South Carolina now 15-4-4. So let's set things up on the ice. Draw will be to Austin Watts' left. Alex Goulet is out there with Tanner Eberle and Cam Critchlow. Chase Harrison and Chris Dines are your defensemen. Michael Agar takes the draw for the Monarchs. He'll try and win it back to David Kolomatis at the right point. 32 seconds on the clock. Critical face-off. And the officials are now talking something over before we drop the puck. What's the call here? Shots on goal overall are 31 for the Monarchs, 25 for Jacksonville. 14 for Manchester this period, 9 for Jacksonville. Is there a problem with one of the stanchions? This is an interesting delay. That's exactly what it is. There's a problem with one of the partitions that connects the glass all the way back to the Manchester zone. Why we're finding out about that right now with 32 seconds left, I don't know. But that is the situation at hand. I'm not sure if this helps Jacksonville, hurts Jacksonville, or if it's indifferent. Either way, it's going to be a delay. So both teams head to their respective benches. They'll talk over this a little bit more. Manchester gets a little extra time to rest. Jacksonville gets the same. Very important seconds for the Icemen. Looking to hold on and defeat the Manchester Monarchs. Love a clear of the zone without an icing. That would go a long way. That would probably kill about half of the time that's remaining here. Very surprised that they didn't just drop the puck right now. I know it's a safety issue and all that. I guess they have to. But with 32 seconds left, with the face-off in the opposite end from where this partition is, just find it a little curious, that's all. So we'll keep it right here, obviously. And wait to see if the Icemen can hang on. Got a couple of pom-poms in the crowd right now. On ECHL.TV, if you're watching on ECHL.TV. While we do have this delay, one last reminder for all of you. This Saturday night, Star Wars night for the Jacksonville Icemen as they host the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. It is also teddy bear toss night. Bring a teddy bear or more than one teddy bear to the game on Saturday. When the Icemen score their first goal, toss that teddy bear onto the ice. It will be collected and donated to the Children's Christmas Fund of Jacksonville. This is courtesy of Community First Bank. They are sponsoring this night. Also, there's going to be an auction to win a Jacksonville Icemen game-worn jersey. So make sure that you come in for that as well. Maybe you'll end up getting an Icemen jersey when it's all said and done. Character appearances for Star Wars characters, they will be there as well. Bring the kids. Great photo ops for this game. You can go to jacksicemen.com/Star Wars for discounted tickets as well. Get them early. It should be a very good crowd on Saturday night against Greenville. All right, looks like we're all set to go. The glass is taken care of. We're ready for the final 32 seconds of the third period. Jacksonville leads 6-5. Manchester has pulled their goaltender in favor of a sixth attacker. It's Alex Goulet against Michael Agard on the faceoff. Draws to Austin Lotz's left-hand side. Critical faceoff. Still waiting for the drop of the puck. It is down. Jacksonville wins it. Dines around the boards. Can he clear it? Yes, it goes by Kolomatis. Will Eberle get there to wave off the icing? Yes, he does. That's a huge play from Tanner Eberle. He's behind the net, but it killed a lot of time. Manchester gets it to center, but it's stolen there by Chris Dines. Off glass and out. 14 seconds to go in the third period. It's Saucerman at the red line, clearing in behind the Jacksonville net with 7 seconds to go. Behind the net, Chris Dines got a piece of it. Critchlow along the boards on his forehand side, takes a hit, but time winds down, and Jacksonville has defeated the Manchester Monarchs by a final score of 6-5. A furious comeback from Manchester in this third period, scoring 3 goals in a 45-second period of time, but Jacksonville collected themselves, regained their composure, and they hang on for the 6-5 victory tonight over the Manchester Monarchs. Wasn't easy. It was pretty at times, certainly early on, as Jacksonville scored 4 goals in the first period. But when it was all said and done, it became Austin Lotz's game to win, and he did exactly that. Also, a couple of huge penalty kills in that third period from Jacksonville, really helping out as Jacksonville's players raise their sticks in honor of the fans. And the crowd shows their appreciation as Jacksonville wins it by a final count of 6-5 tonight. We'll stick around for your 3 stars this evening and find out who is your number 1 star later on. The Icemen get the victory. 6-5 your final score. Shots on goal. Manchester 14 for a final of 31. Jacksonville gets 9 shots for a final tally of 25 shots on goal. Goal scorers for Jacksonville tonight, 6 different goal scorers. Alex Goulet, his team leading 9th of the year. That was a power play goal in the first period. Cam Critchlow gets his 4th of the season. Tanner Eberle, goal number 5 for him for Jacksonville. Chris Dines connects for his 4th goal of the year. That was all in the first 10:21 of the game. The Icemen had the 4-1 lead. Manchester changed goaltenders at that point. Jacksonville added 1 goal in the second from Cristiano Di Jacinto and another one in the third from Jimmy Lodge. Second star is Chris Dines. Dines on the night, 1 goal and 1 assist and some excellent defensive work as well. And let's see who your number 1 star. So your number 1 star tonight, number 11, Cam Critchlow. Critchlow with 1 goal and 1 assist, a +3 rating tonight. Newly named alternate captain. He's blowing kisses to the crowd. Perhaps just one person, perhaps the entire crowd, I don't know. But the rookie alternate captain is your number 1 star tonight, Cameron Critchlow, with 1 goal, 1 assist, and a +3 rating. At least going into the third period, I should say, a +3 rating. Don't know how the third period worked out. Either way, he is your number 1 star, and Jacksonville gets the victory, hanging on for a 6-5 win over the Manchester Monarchs. With the loss, Manchester is now 15-8-1-1. Jacksonville with the victory, now 5-13-2-2. Jacksonville improves to 14 points on the season as they look to try and catch the Norfolk Admirals in the standings. Jacksonville is now only 1 point behind Norfolk, and they have 2 games in hand as well as they look to get up to 6th place in the South Division. That will do it for this broadcast. For everybody involved, especially Gemstone Media, this is Arlie Johnson saying goodnight for now. We'll be with you again Saturday evening. The next game for Jacksonville is right here at the Veterans Memorial Arena. Star Wars night, Saturday night at 7:30 as the Icemen host the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Star Wars night and teddy bear toss night. Bring your teddy bears on Saturday, as many as you can bring. All right. For everybody else involved, this is Arlie Johnson saying good night. Icemen win 6-5, your final score. We'll talk to you again Saturday evening right here at the arena.
please welcome defensive back Jalen Ramsey. Jalen, please get us started with tonight's ceremonial puck drop. Please do the honors. Fans, let's hear it for Jalen Ramsey and your Jacksonville Jaguars. First period, your Icemen are on the total air care power play. Icemen go! Manchester goal. Manchester goal.